Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Thunderbirds coming in at 7-3, going up against the Marshalls, who come in at 6-3.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Marshalls and the Toronto Thunderbirds. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Jones will come now in motion right. And again this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Eifert, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. And what a big-time play there. 66 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Third down now following the run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. In motion left goes Allen. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they try to right side here. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Back out of that belly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Here's Gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Eifert, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The throw on 2nd down is Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Gone. And this one is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took the snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
This one away by the punter, Dar. Now it's Hammond. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to the booth right after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Gone. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And now running right through him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a handoff looking right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before break here. Gone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Hammond now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Caught by Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's McCoy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's caught. Jones. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw is gone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Varga with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll set up a throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
He would have
kissed it on the ground.
2nd down, 8. In motion right is Jones. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Gone. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, no, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Varga, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Marshalls coming in at 4-0, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 5-0.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Antonio Marshalls. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early. And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go! 3-19!
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Well, that second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. 56. Detroit.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Gone. Over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways, right around the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Watch it now, Barney. 319.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin at San Antonio.
And they insert their dime package. 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
All right, here we go. Gun!
Now back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here we go now. Green, flipper. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Flipper.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
To throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Detroit!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Pirine looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it. Go now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Over.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Meredith, right side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and goal, Howard. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. In motion, the tight end. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go with Howard again. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Trying the right side with Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. And sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On the toss play, Howard. What a spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Four yards remaining now on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now back to throw. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They pitch out to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake into football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.